Since October 7th, troops have arrested some 4,200 wanted Palestinians across the West Bank, including more than 1,750 affiliated with Hamas. According to the Palestinian Authority Health Ministry, some 560 West Bank Palestinians have been killed in that time. The IDF says the vast majority of them were gunmen killed during raids or terrorists carrying out attacks. During the same period, 21 Israelis, including security personnel, have been killed in Palestinian terror attacks in Israel and the West Bank. Another five members of the security forces were killed in clashes with terror operatives in the West Bank during Monday's clashes. Amid ongoing conflict and mounting international concern, the question looms: how will these events reshape the future of the region? Throughout this video, we will take a close look at these issues and other developments in the region. Hang around till the end of this video and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. In an incident in the West Bank, an IDF drone hit a cell planting roadside bomb in the West Bank, killing four terror operatives. Sources say the strike was some 100 meters from where an Israeli soldier was killed Monday by an IED. The military carried out a drone strike late Tuesday against a cell of terror operatives in the West Bank's Nur Shams, with the Palestinians reporting four killed in the attack. According to the Israel Defense Forces, the operatives were planting an explosive device when they were struck. A military source said the IDF was tracking the cell and ambushed them as the operatives began to plant a roadside bomb. Armed groups in the West Bank frequently plant improvised explosive devices under roads to attack Israeli forces carrying out arrest raids. The military regularly rips up roads and armored bulldozers as a precautionary measure before entering with lighter armed vehicles. In Monday's incident, which came days after a similar attack near Jenin, in which a soldier was killed and 16 others were hurt, the army did not rip up the road where the APC was waiting. Religious Zionism party leader Bezalel Smotrich said Hamas's Gaza leader Yahya Sinwar was facing defeat and as a result could suddenly accept a ceasefire hostage deal to save himself and Hamas. This, he said, is therefore the time to increase IDF military pressure in Gaza. This, therefore, is precisely not the time to stop, he said. This is not the time to take our foot off the gas. On the contrary, this is the moment to send in more forces and turn up the military pressure. In another development, Israel's cabinet approved a proposal from Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich to recognize five illegal settler outposts and remove Palestinian civilian powers over one-fifth of the occupied West Bank. Israeli forces have also raided several towns across the occupied West Bank and Jerusalem last night. Israeli forces raided the town of Silvan, south of the Al-Aqsa Mosque in the Jerusalem Governorate, and set up military checkposts there. Israeli forces also raided the town of Anata in the Jerusalem Governorate. In another instance, security forces have begun to evacuate the illegal Ozion outpost in the West Bank. Dozens of officers are involved in the operation to clear the outpost, which was built on privately owned land by Palestinians. Reports say that rioters set fire to tires and tried to prevent the security forces from reaching the outpost. The illegal Ozion outpost was first built in 2005 and has been torn down by the Israeli military and rebuilt multiple times. In Nablus, earlier yesterday, an Israeli civilian at the Mitzpeh Yosef outpost near the settlement of Har Braka was slightly wounded by gunfire that came from deep within Nablus, according to the IDF and medics. Following the attack, the IDF launched a manhunt for suspects in the Nablus area, during which it exchanged fire with several gunmen. A military source said at least four armed Palestinians were shot. The official Palestinian Wafa news outlet reported that one person was shot in the foot during the IDF operations in Nablus. It added that soldiers set up checkpoints around the city. Hebrew media also reported that following Tuesday's incident, a large group of Israeli settlers hurled stones at Palestinian cars on a major West Bank road, injuring at least three travelers. According to the reports, citing an unnamed defense source, the army was called in to break up the riot on Route 60 near Luban al Sharqiya, south of Nablus. In another report, an Israeli state prosecutor has reportedly asked Attorney General Gali Baharav-Miara for permission to open a criminal investigation into National Security Minister Itamar Ben Gvir for allegedly inciting violence against residents of Gaza, in an attempt to satisfy the International Court of Justice that is holding Israeli officials for account for such remarks. None of the officials involved believe an investigation would result in an indictment, much less a conviction, especially in the light of Ben Gvir's parliamentary immunity. Rather, the move is designed to show the International Court of Justice, where South Africa has alleged Israel is committing genocide against the Palestinians in Gaza, that Israel is complying to with its orders to investigate and punish anyone who violates the clause of Genocide Convention prohibiting incitement to genocide. Ben Gvir has made several inflammatory comments about the Gazan population since the Hamas led October 7 onslaught that started the war, including a remark in November that when we say that Hamas should be destroyed, it also means those who celebrate, those who support, and those who hand out candy. They are all terrorists and they should also be destroyed. This comment, as well as remarks by Ben Gvir demanding the cessation of humanitarian aid to Gaza, was cited by South Africa in its various filings to the ICJ. As we draw to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey ahead. As the conflict continues to unfold, the world watches with bated breath. Prime Minister Netanyahu's unwavering resolve to achieve victory against Hamas underscores the intensity of the situation. However, the ongoing skirmishes in the West Bank and Nablus cannot be ignored, with millions suffering from the lack of basic necessities. The Houthi and Hezbollah intervention in this war highlight the complexities of finding a peaceful resolution. The future of the region hangs in the balance, with the hope that a path to peace and stability can eventually be found amidst the turmoil. Stay informed and engaged with the latest developments in current affairs and international relations. Subscribe to our channel, post your comments, and join the conversation. Together, we can understand and influence the future of global peace and stability.